other parties, prosecution and defense. So step by step by step by step until sumakses,
Access, yeah.
talagang aabot ng 1 year, probably 2 years. And what they've been telling us though is that this case is one of the quickest, kumaga, turnarounds after arrest. Kumaga, di ba, after arrest, nag-appear agad siya. After appearance, 6 months. Parang, wow, medyo gulatan ng lahat. Kasi sabi nila, meron diyang naaresto many years pa saka nagtuloy yung ICC case. O kaya, kasi nasa bansa sila, hindi pa sinusurrender. Meron namang diretso sa court, pero parang maraming nangyayari, mga 2, 3 years pa bago nagsimula yung trial mismo. Kaya mabilis yung ICC case. Kaya parang ako, wow, is that something to be proud of? Na parang mabilis. Although, when you look more closely and think, kaya mabilis kasi the atrocities are so glaring, it is impossible not to proceed on these allegations.
Pantaran
But
talaga.
anyway, we're looking at a year. Max na yung 2 years. Tapos sabi nga nila, okay, fitness to stand trial is actually an ongoing situation. It's dynamic. Pwede ngayon, baliw-baliw ako, hindi ko naalala, pero mamaya okay na. Baka ganun
Yeah,
yung
pag
mangyari.
dumating nila sila Bato and Aguirre, I think pag nagsama na sila, I think it'll be
Oh, may kausap
energized.
siyang
Oo.
Pilipino.
Exactly. Maglulutuan sila. Magaling magluto si Bato, di ba? Nag-barbecue
Yeah.
siya, mga ganun. So actually, if it's 1 year or whatever, I mean, that's enough time to use all the Zaldico assets to bring all these people. So I mean, that could be the good news. We can have a reunion for all of them, right?
Yeah.
Group Hague. Mag-group Hague sila.
Oh, group hate
Group
nila.
Hague. So, it could still happen. I'm happy. And if you're Harry, bilisan na natin yan kasi wala na daw siyang budget. So, kailangan niya ng kliyente. So, I really suggest. But very quickly, last point dito, Attorney Conti. Hindi ito related sa nangyari sa ICC, but I'm sure, if you were here in September 21, right? Hindi na ako natuloy dyan, but I made the most out of my time here. Um, What do you think of the rallies? Because on one hand, grabe, talagang napuno yung EDSA. I never thought I'll see anything like that, like in our era. Diba? Last time I saw something like that was in Hong Kong 2019 when I was covering the mass democratic protest. So I have a sense what 100,000 looks like. And that looked to me like more or less at least 100,000, if not more. Diba? But at the same time, you had those really violent scenes in Mendiola, which got a lot of international media coverage. And I criticized international media. Sabi ko, pansinin mo kami dun sa kapila na peaceful, bakit sila pinapansin? Kinaran ko sa media eh. Diba? Sabi ko,
Siyempre yung kontrobersyal.
oo, yun nga ang problema. Sabi ko, papansin lang mga Jejemon na yan eh, di ba? But that's the thing, inatak ako ng DDS because I said na, hindi ko alam, yung sinabi ito pa siya, ano sila, mag-candle vigil daw sila. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on there. But
Ito ba yung sunugan?
yeah, like I'm not saying DDS mga yan, but I'm saying clearly hindi ito makabayan or akbayan. Pero inatak ako ng mga DDS gallery, mga ganyan-ganyan nila, mga media-media nila, saying na, Richard is covering up kasi friends daw ako ng makabayan, akbayan. Kasi di ba may mga nahuli ng mga
Yeah. We're helping
aktivista.
out. NUPL is helping out.
Oo, pero hindi sila yung gustong sunugin ng Malacanang. Nang ano lang sila, I mean, the usual aktivista, no? Siksi, di ba? Hindi sila yung ito talaga yung mga goons na nandun. I don't know what they were up to and clearly they were not Makabayan nor Akbayan leftist or progressive groups, di ba? What is your read of this situation? This anti-corruption anger and movement, you have seen versions of that in the past, yung kay Napoles, ganun. How do you make sure this time we go in the right direction? Like, kasi yung justice system natin, napaka-problematic din. Ngayon, may magagaling na abogado na naman mga to, pinapa-witness protection pa ni Marcoleta in Vizcaya. I know you have a lot on your plate, literally on that side, but pag uwi mo sa Pilipinas, lalaki pa yung plato mo, di ba? Ang dami nangyari dito eh.
Well, yeah. So, yung tungkol sa arrests, NUPL was on the ground. I've been monitoring, kasama ko sa GC nung ibang uh, discussions on that. Parang ako, flood of information that I need to figure out. And we've been trying to mobilize more members in the NCR chapter of NUPL. Hopefully, nakatugon naman yung iba. Kaya lang, kumbaga, first, we have to recognize people are angry. Hindi sila makabayan o akbayan, as you said, sila ay mamamayan. They're angry. There may be a few who took advantage of the situation. Ako, the one who, yung nagsaksakan, yung issue noon, parang medyo off the, parang labas na yan sa pinaglalaban. Pero these are people acting viscerally to issues of society. At para sa kanila, issue pang bituka to eh. Usapin to ng pera ng bayan na ginagamit ng iba na binubulsa na ng iilan at hindi na nakakarating sa mas marami. Kaya yung galit nag-overflow, we need to look at hindi yung, because you did it in a violent way. But no change or no revolution has ever happened like a dinner party. Na parang, oh guys, okay ba? Would you give up your
That sounds very
your
Mao
hidden
Zedong.
wealth?
That
Parang,
was Mao Zedong,
yes,
right? Sabi
maybe.
niya, revolution is not like,
Yeah, so parang, would you like to give up your stolen assets? Ganon, oo, kasi galit na ako. Okay,
Uy,
walang
binalik niya!
ganon.
Binalik ni Bryce! Meron na siyang binigay na Lamborghini. I was waiting for that Lamborghini.
But who is Bryce in the whole system, di ba?
Ano lang yan, ano. Pero meron siyang Lamborghini Urus na napakamahal na 26 million peso.
So, we need to recognize the anger and act on it constructively. At hindi ito yung panahon na maghiwa-hiwalay pa na, we're not that. Sorry, pero there's this unit that says, uy, wag niyo naman gamitin yung term to refer to this. Parang, no, you're missing the point. The point is, in describing the situation, the only word that we can say is anger and that there should be, kumbaga, the masterminds to answer for it. If you, kumbaga, turn each group against the other, hindi ito yung panahon. Mamamiss natin yung point. The point is, there are abuses in government. We look at government. Ano yung ginagawa nila? Ano yung powers na allows them to do it? Ano yung repressive actors? And that would be the police. Kasi sabi, maawa din naman tayo sa police. I saw photos, yung mga women policemen nakalagay, we love you. Gusto pa rin namin kayong protektahan. No, we have to look at the entire system. Ano ba yung estado at ano yung ginagamit para i-repress yung tao. Hopefully, hindi ito mauwi. Sorry, pero I think the Million People March, yung Janet Napoles issue, parang hindi nag-work because nothing structural came out of it. Kumbaga, no substantial change. There were a few cases, yes, pero parang on a large part, Janet Napoles, Gigi Reyes, and yung primary primary example natin, Senator Bong Revilla is now back in office. And one thing I'd like to ask him, pinalik mo ba yung pera? Kasi 125 million yung pinapabalik ng Sandigan Bayan. Clearly, hindi man siya guilty, nasa kanya yung pera na to. So, galit-galit na yung mga tao na patong-patong pa yan. Ninanakawan nyo kami, dati ninakawan nyo na kami, ano ba yan? Kaya kailangan masolve yun. I don't think that the ICI simply will answer that kumbaga, gutom ng tao para sa katarungan.
But sir, may mga bata kasi na involved doon sa some of the so there's suspicions na binayaran yung iba, binigyan ng incentive system, pinush silang ganon. Basically pinupush sila to get into altercations with the police.
Mhm.
Pwede ba kasuhan? Kasi someone should be held accountable because you risk the life of these minors, not to mention the other young adults, right? And teens who were pushed to do some aggressive action based on some of the reports we're getting. Hindi ba pwede kasuhan, hanapin dapat mga masterminds na to? If ever indeed
Yes.
totoo.
Could be. Kaya yun din yung nagiging, kumbaga, namimiss nga ng mga tao yung point. Behind every act, posibleng merong machinations. And so, yung mga bata na gumawa ng molotov, ganyan, parang bakit nyo ginawa? Kasi po sinabi sa amin you look at who orchestrated or sino yung architects of the case. Kaya sana magkaroon pa ng deeper fact-finding, hindi yung kung ano lang yung nakikita. Parang ang nakita lang, sabihin na natin, international media, nagkaroon ng violence, pero why did it happen? How did it happen? We need to look at that. And with that same kind of thinking, ganun din sa corruption. We look at Bryce, we look at the Discayas, Pero they're just, kumaga, yung kinikwento nila, tip of the iceberg. There's so many other personalities. There's so many other things that have been done.
But
So,
one thing I
dun
want to add,
tayo.
again, I agree. Sorry for cutting because I know you have to go, but I want to really ask you on this because this came out in some of our conversation. One thing that was not there during the whole Napoles time is etong influence ng basically mga influencers, mga fake news purveyors. I mean, this is relevant even to your ICC issue. Obviously, you're not gonna put some of these DDS bloggers dyan sa ICC, but let's be honest, they amplified the message. They created the legitimation narrative around this. They aroused the emotions of people. They basically they dehumanized, di ba? Talagang very Gestapo, like Nazi way. They dehumanized thousands ng ating mga hanggang ngayon ina-attack yung mga pamilya ng mga witnesses. Shouldn't these people also be held accountable? And it cuts both ways kasi napansin ko mga package deal. Usually, yung mga pro EJK, yun din ang mga pro corrupt na officials. 'Di ba? Yung ila parang walang katapusan ng kasama ng mga ibang kaibigan natin diyan na parang ay ito nga pro EJK nga noon tapos yung pala in-endorse mo rin pala itong mga kurakot na nahuli ngayon, di ba? Like, shouldn't these people also be held accountable because they created the psychological and information space that allowed for these abuses to happen under these decision makers?
Could be. In the long run, we could look at their involvement. Kasi even in international law and even in domestic law, yung anti-terrorism law nga natin, may
Incitement
portion
of
about
interest.
speech. Yes, yung incitement. So, or glorification of something bad, glorification of terrorism, glorification of ganyan. Um, there are laws in place on how to make them accountable. Pero, kumbaga, in the larger scheme of things, ewan ko kung mapapanahonan. Nagkaroon ng TRICOM, wala rin halos na-achieve. Pero for many, and I think this will be a bit difficult because this will look at your current engagement and at your parang educational background and at your community, deplatforming. We need to deplatform these people. Kumbaga, we should listen. It's a little bit different from cancel culture. Kasi yung cancel culture, ano siya, no? Parang ganging up na, oh, ayoko dito kasi ganito. Pero deplatforming is something systematic where you just refuse to listen to someone. And
Take away
when,
the gun. Basically, you're taking away the proverbial gun from them.
yeah,
The gun that
oo, or
they
the,
use to incite hatred and violence and corruption.
yeah, and we have to do it na in a way na yung hindi nakakaalam na you know that you cannot listen to them kasi puro fake news yung ginagawa niya. Ah, talaga? O sige po. So, and turning people to the right channels. Oh, dito kayo makakakuha ng impormasyon. Dito, ito naman yung in opinion. So, there's a bit, that's a bit different din na yung facts, huwag kayong manghingi ng facts kay, kunyari, o wag na lang. Sabi nga natin,
Thank
the
you, thank
platform,
you. Yeah, I
huwag
was
kayong kumuha
worried
ng
you name
facts.
drop.
Huwag kayong kumuha ng facts kay X. Kumuha kayo ng facts sa ICC. This is the website of the ICC. Huwag kayong kumuha ng facts kay Y. Ito yung abogado nila. You listen to the lawyer or to the family. So, ganon sana. But it takes a lot, no? This is media information and literacy. Hopefully, maabot ng konti yung generation na ito na still alive. Pero I know that in schools now, they put a premium on this. So I'm quite hopeful that the next generation will be very literate. They know how to distinguish between fake news and bad speech. So for these people, time will come na sila naman yung focusan. Pero right now, deplatforming ang pinaka-immediate na, I think, solution.
Is that the same thing as yung sinigawan sila Chavit na tsaka si Ipe na nagpakita sila? Pati si Guanzon nandun. Do you think that's
Could
the way of
be.
people like, what
Parang,
dyan dito, hindi ka
who
welcome.
you?
Ano?
Parang, who you? Ah, nandito ka? Okay.
Galit pa si Chavit, hindi tayo nagkakaisa. Parang, who you?
Okay.
Ang klase talaga. On that note, thank you very much. Hindi ko na pag-usapan si Heart Evangelista and all that I like your fashion this morning. Kasi nagda-drama si Heart na hindi siya welcome doon. Baka maganon-ganon. Kawawa talaga, no? Kawawa talaga yung mga elites natin, no, attorney? Parati tayong naawa sa mga maling tao. False sympathy ang tawag ko dyan.
Mm-mm.
Kay Tatay
At
Digong, kay ano, pero hindi tayo naawa sa mga biktima ng corruption, ng krimen, ng patayan. So I hope one day mamulat din tayo dyan. Although I'm very, very positive dun sa Gen Z generation. Marami ko nakausap, mga estudyante natin, yung mga niece natin, mga anak ng mga kaibigan natin. You could see whether it's on the issue of Gaza, whether it's on the issue of extrajudicial killings. Parang sa kanila, ano parang, yeah, obvious daw. Parang ganun yung position nila. Wala na silang mga pa-ek-ek-ek na marinig mo sa mga ibang generation na mga, alam mo na, yung mga fig leaf of charot. On that note, thank you very much, Attorney Chris. I know I kind of rushed the other part, but I had to smuggle it in because na-miss ka ng mga tao na wala ka dito. I don't know kung medyo lang kanina for sa itself, but probably you would be welcome either way, attorney. God bless you. More power to you and regards to our good friends. I think yung isang fellow Inquirer columnist ko is there with you, the other great
Yes.
attorney. So, there you na, hear me, pero sana soon mag-catch up tayong lahat. God bless. Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Wait, sorry, nag-German pala ako. What's the touch? Anyway, thank you so much. Talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you. Ingat.